Welcome. This is our daily reading for August 30th, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading. See what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We are all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing, so see what feels right for you. It could be one nugget that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions that are based in love for the highest and greatest good of everybody involved in the situation, and so on. So we are all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. Remember, how you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you in the end. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave? Preparing for the wave? Crashing into the wave? You get the gist. If you want to make this an interactive video with me and pull some cards for yourself, feel free. See if some further depth or personal signs and symbols come up for you for the 30th of August, 2016. All right, I'm going to start with the Art of Life Tarot. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for August 30th, 2016 for the highest and greatest good of all. One card for focus and clarity. The Four of Cups. So it's like when the music changes, so should the dance, right? When the music changes, so should the dance. That's an African proverb. So don't get too settled into that tune and keep dancing that same song when the music just changed to a cha-cha. You know, you're still doing the waltz. It's helping you adapt. It's spicing something up to bring you change, so you don't get here. I hear like complacent, just like mixed. Just you're okay where you are. You're stable where you are. You're not quite the best you've ever been. You're not quite the worst you've ever been. But it's telling you to adapt, to expect change. It's teaching you to change. It's teaching you perhaps how to really learn this dance really well first before the music changes. So perhaps you took some lessons to learn the waltz. You're really good at it. You spent a lot of time, some of your extra cash to take the lessons. You brought your neighbor with you. You made some videos on the waltz. And now you got to the party and you did the waltz. And it was only 2 minutes. And then the cha-cha comes on. And you never paid for the cha-cha lessons. You didn't stay long enough to learn that dance. What are you going to do? Use what you learned with that waltz and move your body to the cha-cha. Change things up. Use what you know and grow. Expand. You know, perhaps you're the best one at the cha-cha because you had some waltz experience. You never know until you give it a go. But if you hear the cha-cha, come on, are you going to go and sit on the wall? Say, no, I only know how to do the waltz. I am not going to do the cha-cha. That looks crazy to me. That cha-cha, I know that was way off of left field for some of you, but I hope that you can interpret this into what's going on. It involves emotions. You know, it's mixed emotions. It's like sometimes just getting stuck somewhere. You're not in the worst position. You're not in the best position. You're just kind of there. But it's time to change the music. Perhaps it's time for you to change the music. All right, I'm going to go to the, let's go to the Past Life Oracle and pull a card for August 30th. Let's get more clarity on the Four of Cups. I hear whispers. Whispers, sweet nothings. This one just jumped. So Greco-Roman. So maybe some of you have ties to Greece, to Rome, to the past, to, I hear megaliths, big structures. Maybe this is bringing you big structure in your life. You know, whatever lesson you learned, that last dance that you had was preparing you so you can build something solid that lasts. I'm going to pull another card from this deck. Maybe some of you have history, like you've been on vacation there, you've lived there, you have ancestors, heritage in Greece or Rome, or somebody you know. I just hear structure when I see that card, structure and coming to the light, whatever that means with that one. All right, there's two. So we have father and finances. So perhaps it's a past or a historic link to your past. I hear fathers, fathers, fathers. Perhaps it's like a family business you're thinking about, or you're following your father's footsteps, or you're not following your father's footsteps in your role with finances. All right, that was more cards than I expected. So let's pull a numerology card on top of the finances and see what's going on here. Get more clarity on finances for the 30th of August. For some, there's a connection between your father or somebody's father, perhaps a boss, a father figure, somebody you look up to, somebody you respect, somebody that maybe gives you like hard lessons, a little difficult, but you appreciate them. I feel like it's a loving father, even if it's tough love. Perhaps they don't see things your way, and you want to do things a different way. You want to do a different job, a different career. You're going to school for something different. You're changing your major. You're changing your dance here. Maybe you're changing a major, changing your projects, changing your job, changing something you love to do. It doesn't have to be the dance or a relationship or, you know, I hear a conversation, changing the conversation. Maybe somebody always changes the conversation on you in your family. This is a general reading, so you could be the father in the situation. Maybe your children always change up the conversation when you go to, you know, try to be, I want to say one of the boys with them. But if you have a daughter, you know, you can have the same kind of awesome relationship and do boy things with a daughter or girl things. It's all different for everybody. We're all so different. I was a little girl wearing a dress building her own tree house, so, you know. Let's go to the finances. And you have spirituality, so maybe you're doing something different than you did, than you were taught, than you thought you do, than you were, I hear, programmed to do. That's weird. Maybe those around you always just told you you were going to be something. You're really good at this. You're going to totally be this. You're going to do this. You're amazing at this. You're destined to be this. Maybe you just always listened. Maybe it's coming to something different for you now, because these are two powerful cards. You need to involve your spirit in your finances so that the intent is right. There's accepting abundance, you know, getting out of your poverty mentality. Like, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. You didn't. No, you can't have that. That's for that's an, I would say that's a belief that you're taking on that's not true. It's not true. There's abundance for all of us. It's up to you to start to create this abundance. Are you doing something that involves your spirit? It's a 77, so it brings you to a 14, it brings you to a 5. So the 4 to the 5. It brings you change in what you're doing, why you're doing it. Perhaps the dance was getting boring. It just wasn't for you anymore. You're moving along. You're going back to school. You're going to take cha-cha lessons now. You know? You're going to do something different. that's going to bring this into your world a different way. Perhaps not the old usual way. There's so many options that we have nowadays to spread this out. You know, if you are good at something, I say put up a video, tape yourself doing it. If you're good in the kitchen, if you're good in the garage, you're good with cars. You know, perhaps you have just that right personality that somebody who's good with cars too turns on YouTube, goes on your channel, you have 2 videos up, and you just get yourself an audience that loves you, that connects to you. And there's a connection going on here. Who knows how this can come into your world in the future? But it starts with you knowing what's good for you. You making magic in your own world because you're using your spirit. You're adapting with change, and you're bringing change into the world, into your world, into what you're doing. I hear expansion with this. You know, this helps you love what you do every day. It helps others connect to you because they see you love what you do, and they want to love what they do too. Perhaps they love what you do, but it inspires others to do what they love too, you know? I'm going to go to the, let's go to the Animal Oracle. Pull one card. The Rattlesnake. So, the experiences that you're presently going through are an initiation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. I hear Chiron, the wounded healer, the wounded warrior, coming out of battles, coming out of hard times, and understanding what's valuable because of where you come from. Not because you were just handed magical powers. There you go, there's your magic powers, go on out. Make the world a better place. No, it's because you understand why you're healing, why you're coming back to your center first, why you're proceeding with something that's good for you. This starts with healing you, and then it magnifies, and it helps others to heal because they find a freedom in finding their center and healing themselves first. I hear respect, respecting yourself first. I'm going to move to the Medieval Scampini Tarot. Let's pull another card. I hear shaman and ancient connections that perhaps you don't know about. Maybe you just do things naturally, like some weird things, you dance around. I hear figure eights. So maybe there's something with infinity, labyrinths, gardens, maybe just nature, you know, shedding old skin, becoming something new, transforming into something new. The sun, something new that's you, that you're meant to be, that you're destined to be, that you're born to be, that others see the reflection of the beautiful you in you, when you get up and you're just you. I hear, you know, this is always like allowing yourself to be a little bit like a child, like you as a child, and you see your childhood reflection in yourself as an adult now, you know. What would you tell yourself as a child now? You know, you've come a long way. You've come a long way. So step into your destiny. That's a big thing to say for today. But it starts with you doing one thing you love, that you're not afraid to do, that you're just in pure, unconditional joy doing. What is that for you? Where does time go away for you? It's just gone. You just had such a good time, you didn't even know all that time went by. This is others recognizing how awesome you are, and you recognizing the awesome in others. It's you seizing your opportunity when it comes. When the sun comes out and the opportunity is there, you have to grab it. You're protected. You're grounded. But seize that day. Seize the day. Take your opportunity. Take a chance on something. Strive towards what makes you happy.